This is Bear Hill Shire.
Hi, I'm Jynell. I'm still hungover as fuck. In this video, I'm going to show you how to crochet. Simple stuff. You are going to need your yarn, and you are going to need your crochet hook. I have a very, very, very lovely crochet hook that I bought online. It is made out of rosewood, carved just for me. This is a size G. Crochet hooks come in all different sizes. I didn't bring any other crochet hooks because I was preoccupied. But if you're simply starting, any crochet hook would do. You're going to start by taking your yarn. And what I like to do is take the string in your pinky little finger. You're going to wrap around and in between the fingers. I don't know if you can say that. Kind of like a cat's cradle. I messed up. Alright, around and through. There we go. One more time. Hold the string around and through. Hold that. I'm going to take my hook. You're going to go over, under, pull. I messed up. Stringing is very, very hard for me, especially when I'm like half awake. Alright, the crocheter is now having difficulties right now, because I'm usually not crocheting at like, what time is this, Susan?
Like 9 or 10 in the morning.
Oh my god. There we go. We did a thing. Christ. Alright. So we now have our little crochet hoop. Yay! It took us about 5 tries, but I did it. So I like to take my thumb, my ring finger, to kind of more or less hold the yarn that is already around the hook. And I use these 2 fingers to kind of hold the rest of the yarn out of my way. And in slow motion, I'm going to simply go under, grab the yarn. I'm going to turn the hook upside down, and I'm going to pull that through. You still want yarn around your hook every time. You're going to do that again. And again. And again. And you're going to do that as many times as you like. I'm going to speed through this real quick. I'm also not used to using this hook because I also use it as a hair pick because it's pretty. I'll do that as many times as you want. This is called a chain. I am making a chain of yarn. Yeah. Sometimes the hook will slip away. So now from our chain, we are going to hold the chain with your last 2 or 3 fingers and your thumb. And we are simply going to continue the same process of making the chain. So as you can see, there is a top row and a bottom row of yarn interbraiding into the chain. I'm going to start by sticking the point of the hook through the very top link. You're going to take your loose yarn, pull that through the link, so there are now 2 loops on your hook. You're going to wrap your yarn around that, pull it through the 2 links. You have now successfully done a single stitch. in slow motion. I will do a couple more. Alright. And you will do this with every single top link. Now, beginning the first row of single stitches on the chain is kind of a pain in the ass. This is the part that I like the least. But if you really, really, really need to make yourself a nice, pretty scarf, this is what you have to do. I'm going to go ahead and stop here and show you one more stitch. I'm going to wrap that around, let's see, there we go. I'm going to make an extra chain link, flip that around. Doing that squares it off. If you want to do a double stitch, you're going to wrap the yarn around that one more time. You're going to now find these little notches. You're going to push your hook through the notch, pull the yarn, now you have 3 hoops. You're going to pull your yarn through the first 2 and then pull the yarn through the last 2. You have done a double stitch. Woohoo! Go down to the next notch, pull, and that completes the stitch. If you really, really, really like to, you can do a triple stitch, which means wrapping that around 3 times, and then pull the yarn through the 2 stitches, 1, 2, 3, triple stitch. If you're making a scarf, some people will do double or triple. This increases the length or the height of each stitch. For maximum warmth, if you're making a scarf, I recommend single. If you're hasty, do double. If you just want something pretty and lacy looking, do 3. I think that's the best that I can show for basic crocheting. Hope you are well. Party hard. Live a healthy life.
This has been a production of Bear Hill Films.